Hal, and I'm here today to tell you about the essence of human nature. And before I move on, let me ask you a question. Can you name any characteristics of the human nature? Anything, literally.
Selfish.
Selfishness? Okay. That's
Shy.
a good one. Shyness. That's a good one also.
To have fun.
Fun? Yeah, like Patrick said. So, as we've just heard, there are various types of, there are various explanations regarding the question of what human nature is. Like, Karl Marx said that the fundamental driver of the human history was the conflict between classes, and Darwin said it is the survival of the fittest. And the prevailing thought in the modern society today is that people act on greed and, like you said, selfishness. But today I want to tell you that we are forgetting one crucial factor, which is empathy. In order to expand my thoughts, I'm going to tell you about 3 points. First, why is empathy a human instinct? Second, what are the 2 ways in what ways does empathy work? And third, what role did empathy play throughout the history? So, let's begin with our first points. We humans all seem to prioritize our own needs rather than the needs of the others. Let's say we go to the bakery, but we don't go there to give profit to the baker, don't we? We just go there because we're hungry or we want to grab some lunch. So we say that we are selfish beings. But you step out of the bakery and you see a starving, crying child on the street. And before you even realize it, you're giving a portion of your bread out to the children. So why does it happen? Every human is capable of making rational decisions, but at the same time, each and all of us are born with the ability to empathize. In 2004, an Italian neurologist, G. Rizzolatti, made an interesting discovery. He was experimenting with the monkeys and how their brains change, and he found out that when the group A monkeys saw the group B monkeys perform a certain task, the brain of the group A monkeys were activated in the exact same way that the group A monkeys themselves were performing the task. So scientists named these brain cells mirror neurons, and soon a lot of researches were conducted thereafter. So it was found that humans also carry these brain cells in our brains, and it was found that we use our imagination to understand what the others were doing. So here's an example of how we use our mirror neurons. For instance, when I see Hyunsung having a hard time from a hangover, I will feel really frustrated. Why? Because as soon as I see him, the mirror neurons will make me imagine myself in his situation, having a hangover, having a headache, and having a sick stomach, and I would just feel unpleasant. So the point is that a part of our brain enables us to empathize with the actions of the others, and so we can conclude that empathy is a part of a human instinct. But most people assume that there is only one kind of empathy, but it turns out to be not. The empathy that psychologists call affective empathy is the ability to mirror the emotions of others to us. If you see someone getting his finger caught in between the windows, you will just flinch and say, "Ugh." That's because the instant emotional reflex, the affective empathy, makes you feel as if you are hurting. But there's another, less emotional empathy called cognitive empathy, and that's what a lot of people don't know. When we see a homeless man on the street, even if we cannot see his facial expressions, it makes us step into the cognitive empathy makes us step into his shoes and just imagine what it will be like to be a homeless person. What it will be like to be on the street in cold winter, what it will be like to just watch people passing by without meeting your eyes. that would all come to our minds because of cognitive empathy. So a lot of people are skeptical about the idea of that empathy is a motor factor in the human history. So representatively,